Hi children, before introducing our today's topic, let me show you some beautiful architecture across the world. They all have one shape in common. Yes, you guessed it right. The shape common in all these structures is a triangle. Our today's topic is about triangles and its types. First, let me ask you a question. Why do most of the giant buildings, bridges have triangles rather than a square or a rectangle? Watch this video. The moment I apply force on the top of a square, the angle changes and it becomes a different shape. It could not withstand the force applied on it. But look at the triangle. Whatever may be the force applied by me, it remains the same. That's why triangle is considered to be the strongest shape in the world. Now, let's move on to the definition of the triangle. Triangle is a special polygon which is a closed two-dimensional shape with 3 sides, 3 angles and 3 vertices. Here are some of the day-to-day examples where we come across triangles. Now, let's take up classification of triangles. Triangles can be classified based on their sides or based on their angles. First, let's start with the classification based on their sides. Here, you can observe that the lengths of all the sides are equal. Then, it can be called as an equilateral triangle. In the second one, we can find that only 2 sides are equal. Then such triangles are called as isosceles triangles. If no 2 sides is equal, or in other words, if all the sides are unequal, then it can be called as a scalene triangle. Now let's jump into the classification based on its angles. If you watch all these triangles, you can find that all these triangles have at least 2 acute angles. That is 2 angles less than 90 degree. So, it is the third angle that is going to determine its type. If the third angle is also less than 90 degree, then it can be called as an acute angle triangle. If the third angle happens to be greater than 90 degree, then it will be termed as an obtuse angle triangle. If the third angle is exactly 90 degree, then it is called as a right angle triangle. Now, let me ask you a question. Can we draw a triangle where 2 angles are 90 degree or more than 90 degree? Think over. By looking at this picture, we can observe that if 2 of the angles are 90 degree or more than 90 degree, we cannot join the third vertex. In other words, we cannot complete or make the triangle as a closed polygon. So, only one angle can be 90 degree or greater than 90 degree. Now, let me throw you the second question. Is it possible to draw an equilateral triangle with one of the angles greater than 90 degree? Think over. Here, we are going to check whether we can draw all types of triangles using all these angles. There are 9 combinations in total, and let us see how many of them are possible. Let's start with the equilateral triangle. Here I was able to draw only an acute angle triangle. Since all the angles will always be 60 degree, the other 2 types are impossible. Now let's move on to isosceles triangle. Here we can draw all these three angles in an isosceles triangle. Finally, let's observe the scalene triangle. Here also we can draw all the three angles in a scalene triangle. So totally 7 combinations are possible in any triangle. With this, let's conclude the first part of this series. In the second part, we shall discuss about the properties of triangles. Thank you, children.